Hey there, Premium Scape fans. Welcome back to Premium Scape. Chris has got a few words for you.
I'm saying welcome back to another episode of Let's Talk About It. We're going to get into this again today. We've been having some real fun with these today.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you're really enjoying them. Watch them. Give us some good feedback or give us some bad feedback, however you feel about them. You know what I'm saying?
Any feedback.
Just tell us how you feel. And like I said, we'll try to get back in touch with you. We always try to get back with everybody. We're not that big of a channel yet, so getting back is pretty easy now. You know, if we had like thousands of followers or something, then that might be harder to do. Mm-hmm. But with what little guys we got, we usually get back to everybody. So yeah. we like the call. Yeah, we like to get back to
we try to get back to them as soon as possible too.
So Shane, we're going to get ready to draw out another one here. I want you to pick one. Whoever you want, I'm spreading them out like poker cards. You pick whichever one you want.
We're going to go with this one.
All righty. What'd you get?
Ooh, Izumi Samurai.
Oh, here we go. These guys are used quite a bit in the day. Modern day, I don't know. I can't say I see these guys used a lot in modern day, and I don't know why.
They get used.
I don't see them a whole lot. I have seen them a few times.
Izumi Samurai.
But back in the day, man, these guys were definitely used. They are Izumi Samurai. They are human. They are a unique squad. They are samurai. They're disciplined. They're medium 5. Each one of them have 1 hit point. They move 6, a little above normal movement. They have a 1 range. They got 2 attack, a little below normal. And they have 5 defense, which is definitely above normal. And they only cost 60 points for the 3 of them. And then here's their special power, and this is where their money is. This is what makes them the samurai that they are. They have a power called Counter Strike. When rolling defense dice against a normal attack from an adjacent attacking figure, all excess shields count as unblockable hits on the attacking figure. This power does not work against other samurai.
Chris is a nice guy. He reads Counter Strike to you.
Yeah, I mean, it's easy. It's easy power, but I like reading the cards. I don't know why. I'm a weirdo, but, you know, it's all right.
But, yeah, and you would be amazed at how often you do not get Counter-Strike with 5 defense.
You know, I'm going to say this, and for me, this is truth for me. Might not be true for Shane, but back in the day when I used these, Counter-Strike seemed to come up so much. I mean, it's like I was always destroying people's figure with Counter-Strike, where I was putting wounds on heroes with Counter-Strike. The Counter-Strike was just gold. You know, it seemed like it was like you didn't really have to think about it unless they rolled 3 skulls. You're getting a Counter-Strike, okay? But to Shane's point, here in the modern era, which hasn't changed the dice, hasn't changed the card, nothing has changed about this. To his point, yeah, Counter-Strike is just it just like it don't have it. It's like it itself has evaded the game.
No.
It has countered itself out of the game. I mean, I don't know what's out like, you know.
But yet I can use it with the hero guy I like real good that shoots also.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Tokusami. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. But yeah.
What's his name?
The dude with the double string attack. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I just can't remember his name. We're not talking about him anyway.
It's horrible to not remember. He's a great guy. He gets used in tournaments all the time.
He does. He does. But, you know, what I was going to say, the Counter-Strike on these guys, Karos, the big green dragon, he has the same thing. And I just recently used him. And I had Thorn with him, and Thorn had got killed, and I put Thorn on his card. So that was giving him an extra defense dice. The dude was rocking 6 defense dice. And I hardly got any Counter Strikes. It was awful. I was like, how am I not going to get Counter Strike with 6 dice? But it, you know, it's like dice don't know how to roll shields no more with Counter Strike. It's like, you got Counter Strike? No, we're not working today, bro. We're taking the day off.
Yeah, if you ain't got Counter Strike, we'll throw shields up all day long.
Yeah, it's really it's.
But Counter Strikes, it's still fun. These guys, they're still good figures to use.
Great for tie-up,
60
you know.
points. I mean, it ain't like you're spending a lot on them. The only bad thing about the samurai is they don't really synergize together.
Right.
If all the samurai synergize, man, that'd be a tough
Well,
army.
they got the one leader. I don't remember his name. I'm not going to try to say his name. But he's 200 points.
Yeah, that I know.
And he lets you move a unit, a unique unit squad of these or he lets you use the spearman and the rifleman,
Yeah.
or a unique hero. You know, he synergizes, but for 200 points, you're still only moving one unit, mostly, or you get to use those spearmen and riflemen, and they're so weak. You know, 1 defense, no hardly attack at all. The only advantage there is the fact that you're getting to use 2 squads, and there's 4 mans to each squad, so you're moving 8 figures at one time.
And I think every samurai squad is unique, right?
All of them except for those spearmen and riflemen. Those Hukabushis, or what they call them. Those guys are not unique. So you can put as many of those as you can in an army. But I know like one squad of riflemen and one squad of the
Tokugawa samurai, they're unique.
Yeah, all the squads of samurais are unique. There's 3 of them. They're all unique. You got the squad of the archer samurais. They're not unique either. They're common squad.
The archers are the only common ones? Okay.
Yeah, so...
and then you got the blue colored ones, the Kakuzi?
Yeah, something like that. They're unique. There's 3 squads of them. They're all 3 unique. You got the flag bearer. He's unique. You got the guy who shoots double like you're talking about. We can't think his name. He's unique. And then you got a squad. You got squads of the archer samurai. They're common squads. And then you got those spearmen and riflemen. Like I said, I can't say their name, and I'm not going to try to.
I mean, you put them all together, they're pretty tough. It's just that you're going to have to spread out order markers a lot to use them.
Yeah. And these guys are good tie-up pieces for 60 points. You know, they got a pretty good movement of 6. You take them out there. You know, if you got an order marker on them, yeah, you do attack with them. But, you know, you tie somebody up, and they either try to break away and take a chance on getting disengagement attack, or they attack these guys and take a chance on getting counterattack, and these guys are set with 5 defense dice. So.
I ain't gonna lie, sometimes if I only got 60 point left and I'm like trying to build a 500 point army, I'll use these guys sometimes, even in tournaments.
Yeah, I mean, they're good in tournaments.
Because of the whole tie-up situation, and plus if you did get lucky and get the counter strike, there you go. But they are very good to tie up with, because they got the movement of 6. Which is pretty good, and then the defense of 5. So, I mean, sometimes they can hold something for a little bit.
Yeah, I can vividly remember using these guys on the gigantic battle boards. I haven't used these on the tournaments yet, and I haven't played against them in tournaments. So, once again, this is one of these groups of guys that
I think I used them against you recently in a tournament.
Really?
Yeah, I think I used them with Tokorna.
Oh, yeah, over there.
Yeah,
but
I mean, it
didn't really matter because they got eat up. But I know when I did use them, my thing was, man, get them across the board as fast as I can and get them on top of somebody, because you don't want them out there getting shot at range. I mean, still you got 5 dice. It's good to knock off range. But
you wanted to try to at least use your counter.
Yeah, you want to go over and that way you're using counter strike, because that's what you paid your 60 points for, I think.
Yeah.
But you know, a lot of these old figures, I'm kind of noticing a lot of them have high defenses anymore, but the attacks are kind of lackluster.
Yeah. And when we say tie-up figures, it's you can use them sort of like rats, is kind of what we're saying. You can set screens with them and stuff like that.
And they're very good for that. Like I said, that counter strike it's like getting a turn when it's not your turn. You know, somebody attacks them and it's a weak attack up close. Yeah, you're knocking that figure out. If it's a squad, 1-hit squad, they're gone. If it's a hero, yeah, you're putting some wounds on a man, and that's good stuff right there. You can't pass that up. And I enjoyed using them for that kind of stuff. Like I said, I used them all on the big battle boards. Shane said he had him in his army. I do remember him having them now. It takes a little bit of jarring in my head to do that.
You could always use like Girioni with a samurai army where they got the counterattack up close, because Girioni has that ranged counterattack. That would be kind of fun to use.
That'd be different, but unique. Yeah, be interesting.
I mean, they're samurai. I mean, they're still fun units to play with. Anytime you build a whole army of counterattack, I mean, that's your goal. Yeah,
and these guys, you know, you can still use them in today's army. They're points, 60 points. You're not going to find very many 3-man squads for 60 points, I don't think. Makes them very usable. And once again, if you want to buy them, there should be tons of these guys out there. Once again, this is a squad, $5-6, maybe. That should all you be paying for
I'd
them.
hate to know how many squads of them I actually have.
If you're paying more than that for them, guys, don't do it, okay? You're just going to help drive up the market, and there's no need, because there's enough of these guys out there to go around for everybody.
Yeah.
And, you know, if you're
you only need 3 of them, they're unique.
If you're going to do samurai, get them. They're good. They're good figures. They're one of the cheapest samurai squads you're going to get that does as good as they do.
They are good on tournament maps and big battle maps.
Yeah, I just haven't used them on tournament map myself. I've played against them.
All around good squad. I mean, I still use them sometimes. Like I said, I use them as a filler. They're not like my main army. Or if I want something that I know I'm going to want to set a screen or something, I might throw in a squad of them if I have the extra points.
I've always wanted to do a samurai army because I got all of them there. I got all the samurai, and I got that leader. Like I said, he for 200 points he commands these troops. He doesn't even have to have a range for that. He just has to have line of sight on them. So if you can get him on a little bit of hill in a tournament map, he's going to be able to see all the squads he has because there's no range. His range is unlimited. He could be sitting on one side of the board, and as long as he can draw a line of sight to them on the other side, he can command them. And leaders like that, they're good. Unfortunately, they're super pricey, and that's what you're paying for is to keep them out of the battle. But he's a good one to have. I'd say, if you're going to build your samurai army, and these guys are good to put in there. They're cheap, they're good. I just, they're just not going to hardly beat that for 60 points. That's an awesome little group. That's his name, Cayman. Well, yeah. He's the double bowman.
Yeah.
He's tough.
Yeah, he's tough.
He's tough.
But that's probably about all I got to say about them. I mean, they're good. They're a good unit. I'm not knocking them.
No, they're good.
I mean, if I ranked them, I would rank them as what?
They're okay to have. Not a must-have, but you can get some. I kind of feel like we almost airborne elite these guys.
No, man, we did not airborne elite. Man.
Is that going to be new terminology? We airborne elite that crew.
Yeah.
Oh Lord, yeah. I mean, here we are. We're not. I mean, we're talking good about them. We're not praising.
Yeah,
I'm sure when we put this up, somebody's go, "Oh yeah, those are my favorite," and then we're gonna be like, "Oh crap again."
I think they look more samurai than like the Kakuzi or whatever they're called and stuff. To me, do they look more samurai to you?
I think the other ones have just as good looking samurai. Maybe it's the colors you like better, the red and the white.
Might be. I might just think of that color when I think
might be the red and white you're thinking of.
Yeah.
But I mean, the other ones, they have their shoulder pads. Their clothing, their belts, everything. I think they all look like good samurais. But that's, like I said, it's just my opinion. And my opinion ain't always right. It's just my opinion.
But yep, that's about all I got to say about them. As always, y'all, don't forget to like and subscribe. If you want to buy any heroscape, please use our affiliate link in the description below.
Don't forget, if you set your order markers right, you might win that fight.
That's right.
Well, we'll see you guys later.
Yeah.